So I'm at the McCaull Research Farm in the Panhandle of Oklahoma, looking at a project where we came in pre-plant, strip-tilled in nitrogen at rates of from 100 to 300 into this corn. Now typically the producers would be applying 300 pounds of nitrogen to reach about a 270 bushel yield goal. Right here you see the 100-pound nitrogen rate block where we have firing of the leaves, but overall our corn yields are still going to be quite good even with just 100 pounds of nitrogen down. Our ear size is a little bit smaller, probably not looking at maximum yield, and we have firing in the lower leaves. Moving on to the next rate, this is 150 pounds of total nitrogen. You can see at stages in July, late July, had no firing in the lower leaves, showing so no deficiencies. Seeing nice big ears, and so fully believe that when we pull the combines through here, that 150 pounds is going to maximize yield. I'm going to be curious on whether 100 pounds of nitrogen is more economically efficient than 150. And we move on. This next rate is the 250 pound rate. We see a little bit more green in the crop. This is at or slightly below a typical producer rate out here. Big ears, but we're still talking, you know, no, I don't think there's going to be any difference. You see some difference in chlorophyll content between 150 and 250, but I don't think we're going to see a whole lot of yield between those two. And we move on to our next set. Our next set is the max rate. So this is the 300 pound rate, which is probably just slightly above or at a producer standard rate for this region. Big ears, a lot of stay green, a little bit bigger plant, but I have no doubt that this is going to be one of the least economically efficient plots that we have as we harvest through here and start getting grain data. The last plot in the set is the 200 pound rate. Seeing again, looking good as you expect, since 150 was looking pretty good. 250 was good. The 200 pound rate looks great. So we have a great example here of how using the yield goal rule of thumb of 1.2 pounds of N per bushel is more than likely going to be over fertilizing this year and upwards of 100 to 150 pounds per acre. And that is a significant economic impact if we can pull it down to the optimum rate every year. Now this is an aerial view of the field taken in that late July. You see in the middle those yellow strips, that's the check strips that I walked through on another video. And even in late July from the aerial, you can barely see, if at all, those strips in the corn that we're in right now. Right now we're located right here on the map.